Hey guy, it's that time of year again where I watch 31 different Christmas movies until I finally find one that's good enough to talk about in a YouTube video, but then realize I took too long and I don't even upload it in time for Christmas. Happy holidays. I think part of the reason it took me so long this year is because there's too many places to watch them. Netflix, Peacock, Hallmark Movies Now. Okay, but what do you do if you're trying to get in the Christmas spirit, but you don't want to waste any money on another subscription service? Pirate one? Partake in theft? No thanks, that's illegal. The good news is you don't have to pay to watch Christmas movies as long as you lower your expectations as far as humanly possible, because some of the absolute worst of them are for free to watch on this very website. Now you have to stay vigilant because sometimes the titles will fool you. I got so excited when I saw the Polar Express full movie that I stopped reading right there and never saw the word game. Made for a slightly different, although not necessarily worse viewing experience.
My ticket, it's gone! I lost my ticket!
You also have to be careful of something even more nefarious, liars. Christmas at the Plaza, full Best Hallmark Romantic Movies 2022. New Hallmark Romance Movie 2022. Perfect, that sounds like an enjoyable, high-quality movie experience. Oh God. This is hurting my ears. Okay, so to avoid getting their video taken down for copyrighted music, they had the option to mute the song, or they could do what they did, which was play another song over it. Bold strategy, let's see if it pays off. It's not. It's not paying off. I'm hurting, baby. This is so fucking funny to me. The audio is all out of sync. They have to zoom in and rotate the shot every 5 seconds, and they're playing weird covers of Ed Sheeran songs over the Christmas music. At a certain point, if you have to make a movie this unwatchable just to get around community guidelines, it's kind of not worth it anymore. One of my favorite things about finding these movies on YouTube is getting to read all the comments, because people are so easily impressed. As long as the movie doesn't look and sound like this, they will treat it as if it represents the pinnacle of filmmaking. Take Deck the Heart, for example. This was uploaded just a couple months ago. It already has 1 million views. People love this movie. On YouTube. On IMDb, different story, but on YouTube, it's great upload, no zooming problems, no sound problems, shit, instant classic. Their standards are so low that as long as the movie isn't sitting at a 70-degree angle in the corner of the screen, we might as well contact the Oscar. It's like the movie equivalent of saying, dude, you gotta try the new restaurant down the street. I went there last night, and I almost didn't even throw up. Almost. I think the thing that makes Deck the Heart so fun to watch for me is how the low budget completely ruins the entire conceit of the movie. So it's about this guy whose grandpa dies, R.I.P. Grandpa, this one's for you, and he inherits his lake house with one condition. He has to host Christmas for the whole family there, just like Grandpa used to.
I assume your mom explained the stipulation of your inheritance, right?
To host Christmas?
Yes.
Yes.
Unfortunately, this dumb idiot doesn't know the first thing about hosting a Christmas. He's too busy working his vague business job, answering phone calls and doing emails, even during the holidays. So he hires this woman named Mary to plan the party, decorate the house, and make enough food for like 15 people. Now, I want to play a little game with you called How Much Money Do You Think He's Going to Pay Her to Do This? I want you to stop and think about the scope of the job that I just described, and then come up with a number in your head of what you think this kind of job is worth. Go ahead and write it down in the comments if you want to lock in your answer. You got it? All right, let's find out how much he pays her.
Does 12 work for you?
12 instead of 10? Sure.
No, $12,000.
$12,000.
$12,000?
He pays her $12,000 to hang up a few ribbons and cook a meal. And you might be thinking, okay, well, some of that is budgeting in the cost of supplies. No. He gives her his credit card. Her take home is 12 grand. Can I do next year's party? I would settle for half that. See, but going back to what I was saying earlier, the problem with this being the plot of the movie is that she ends up spending the entire length of it, which is about 3 weeks of real time, decorating the house. She's working sunset to sunrise. She's working weekends. She's pouring her blood, sweat, and tears into this holiday holiday decor. So by the end of the movie, you're kind of expecting something spectacular, right? Something that would warrant her paycheck and the amount of time invested. Or, you know, at the very least, that she would have finished decorating the kitchen cabinets instead of stopping halfway through.
The house looks marvelous.
Hey, you know we can see it too, right? She clearly just hung up one thing from Hobby Lobby and called it a day.
But you're really good at what you do, Mary.
It's not really work to me.
Well, that's probably because you're not actually doing that much. I feel like this movie is gaslighting me. Why is everyone so impressed by tinsel? Actually, in an attempt to solve the age-old problem of viewers having eyeballs, the director does something really fun where they constantly choose not to show us stuff. Big reveal at the end of the movie, balcony lights, she's been working on these all month, and oh, it's out of frame. Well, at least we get to see everyone's reaction to it. They also talk about the game room incessantly.
Well, I have some work to do, so I'll be in the game room. And you know what? It might be easier if you just come in through the game room.
Enter through the game room downstairs.
Oh, you have a game room?
Yes.
They mention it so much, I'm surprised it's not listed as a credited character. And yet, I could not tell you what 75% of this room looks like.
Welcome to the game room.
Cozy. I like it.
Some of my best family memories were made here.
Can we see it?
Impressive.
This room has an endless supply of snacks during the holidays. People get lost down here for hours.
Sounds really fun. Can we see it?
No, not at all.
What's that thing they teach you in film school? Why show something when you can simply describe it? Speaking of describing, I love when he gives her a tour of the house and overly explains what every room does.
This is the kitchen and dining room.
Obviously.
Linen closet.
Obviously.
This is the foyer. It's the main entrance to the house. Everybody comes and goes through here.
Obviously.
Oh, so people walk through the door to get inside. Gotcha. What? But how do they get back out? Believe it or not, same door. No way, it does both? Also, is anyone gonna explain to me why he had to change his pants halfway through the tour? Be honest. Did you piss yourself? Overall, this is a boring ass movie, but I do want to point out some of my personal highlights. During what's supposed to be an emotional moment early on, this is a real sound effect that is actually in the movie.
My parents never really got into birthdays or the holidays or anything, so I was always left up to my own devices for them.
That's so sad.
Promise me when I'm gone, you'll take care of my family.
It's fine. It's fine, really.
You already had an audience there. You could have just had them go, oh. I like the scene where Chris tries one of the meals Mary is proposing to make for Christmas.
I can see it in your eyes. You're disappointed in something.
Yeah, to be fair, if I paid someone $12,000 and they made me chicken and broccoli, I'd be pretty disappointed too. I like when he picks up her parents at the airport and it looks like they're outside of a prison. Every transition shot in this movie is stock footage and none of it goes together. This sequence right here is 3 different cities during 3 different seasons. All right, and then we're gonna use an establishing shot of Bluegrass Grill in Chattanooga before heading inside a coffee shop called Sweetwater's. One of the most positive comments I'm seeing a lot under this video is how much chemistry the actors have, which is funny because they don't. Mary, look, I'm wearing a glove.
What are you doing?
Setting lights up on the roof?
Why?
Because it's my job.
Wow. What a script, huh? So the main guy, Chris, in this movie is played by someone named Joe Kurak, and he is my new favorite actor. He is so funny. He's like if someone 3D printed a human being.
No, please don't tell anyone, please.
What happened?
He's like if John Hamm and a dog had a baby.
I appreciate dinner and dessert, especially dessert. He even made a gingerbread house one year.
He sort of walks around like he just learned how to a few days ago. Every line is delivered like he's in an entirely different movie than everyone else.
Thaddeus is my cat.
Your cat? I quit. I know.
Joe Kurak is my hero, and at this point, I had to find more movies with him in it. Now, in my search for more Joe, I stumbled across a YouTube channel called Encourage TV, and I gotta say, this is one of the weirdest channels on this entire website. There are days where they upload multiple full-length movies. I'm talking feature-length films with actors and production teams posted on YouTube for free that will end up with like 600 views. Where are they getting the money to make all of these? It makes no sense. Now, to be fair, some of these are a little misleading. They have a whole series of wiki films, which is where an AI voice spends 2 hours reading someone's Wikipedia page. So if you're trying to learn about New York in the least interesting way possible, I definitely recommend this video.
In fiscal year 2013-14, Wall Street security.
Ooh, The Bill Collector, a cheerful comedy with Danny Trejo. That sounds like just the kind of light and funny Christmas movie I'm in the mood for. Is neither cheerful nor comedic. We've got Renfro's White Christmas. This one is set in the 1930s, and I really love what they did to make this an authentic period piece. All of the microphones they use are fucking terrible. Huh? What? But as bizarre as 98% of their catalog is, every so often they'll upload a Christmas movie that will immediately get a shit ton of views. This time, it's Christmas at the Holly Hotel, starring, of course, our dear friend Joe. And say it with me, she has a job in New York City, but for Christmas she goes back to her small town where she falls in love with the guy she just met, so she quits her job and stays there forever. I've never seen anything like it! This time Joe is a cop named Officer Matthew.
Just Matthew.
Sorry, just Matthew. And in classic meet-cute fashion, he pulls her over for reckless driving. And if you look even closer than that, you may see that I wasn't even moving at all. Write that down. My car was parked. Can't be speeding when your car's parked.
I'm Kathy, by the way.
I hate that she's making me side with the cop here, but like if she was going 28 and a 25 and he pulled her over, you know, that's pretty negligible. But she was going double the speed limit. It's the holidays. There are still laws in December. Christmas isn't the purge. Yeah, big deal. So maybe I killed a pedestrian. You're gonna put me in jail the day Santa's coming to town? For pretty much the entire movie, she will just not let this go.
Sonny.
Do you think this guy only plays characters that have a weirdly close relationship with one of their grandparents?
I was in the dining room with him. He was one good-looking man.
Grandma.
He was 15 before I convinced him that there was no such thing.
Grandma.
Hey, dude. She hung up on her. It's gotta be the most unrealistic trope in all these Christmas movies, right? Is the friend who only ever has good things to say about the man the main character's interested in. Kathy, if you don't quit your job and marry this man tomorrow, I can't be your friend anymore, and then I'll die. Is that what you want for me? You know I only exist through the prism of your love life. Now, Kathy's the only one being smart about this. She's resisting the urge to drop everything in her life just because she met a handsome man. But her friend, her parents, even mischievous Grandma Williams will not take no for an answer.
Grandma Williams.
She went behind their backs to force them onto a horse-drawn carriage driven by, for some reason, two different men. That's not the same guy from The Wide Shot.
It's a beautiful day.
Come on, it's a beautiful day. The sun's not out. We're freezing to death. Couldn't ask for better weather. See each other again.
Goodbye, Matthew. Wait, what are you doing tomorrow?
They are gonna see each other again.
I don't know.
She just can't resist this guy and his endless charm. I mean, can you blame her though? He's always saying normal person things.
You're such a scientist. We might be beautiful.
But of course, right when things are coming together for them, disaster strikes.
We've decided to offer you the job. Pack your bags and head to the airport.
My dream job? But it's Christmas. Now, this is actually a pretty shitty thing for the company to do. She made it very clear what her availability was during the interview, and already they're ignoring that and pressuring her to abandon her family plans and fly to New York on a holiday. She hasn't even started working for them yet, and already they're violating her boundaries, which doesn't bode well for their future employment relationship. However, it's not like she articulates anything like that. Everything in her life is now centered around the, I can't give up on that for my career.
And in New York, just never felt like home no matter how long I lived there.
Of course not. You can't create a new life away from your hometown. If you move away from the city where your parents live, you will be miserable and you will regret it. This is also the part of the movie where Grandma Williams' true colors come out.
Things didn't work out.
What is that?
This is the guy you uprooted your life for? Actually, I think this is the moment Joe decided to sabotage this movie, because every line delivery from this point forward is a masterclass in performance. The United States?
Matthew, Mr. President.
It's nice meeting you, Matthew.
I love you too.
They're saying I love you and they haven't even kissed yet? No. No!
Will you marry me?
He proposed? It's been 5 days!
Yes, I would love nothing more.
Not surprised she said yes. At this point, she's already given up everything else in her life. What if after all that, they finally kissed and were like, actually, that was kind of gross. Can I have that ring back? Fine, yeah, take it. I gotta get my job back. Look, I like love as much as the next guy. I also don't think your career has to be your #1 priority at all times. But that's 2 movies in a row where one of the main characters quits their job on a whim to be with someone they just met. Like, can we stop to think about what's gonna happen after the credits roll? You gonna pay the bills in kisses? Like, I think Joe's really gonna regret blowing 12 grand on one party when he runs out of money in 3 months. Like, I'm a sucker for a good romance story. I'm a regular guy.
I'm just a regular guy.
But it always drives me crazy when there's no practicality involved. Like, we're just gonna drop everything else in our lives and prioritize this brand new relationship. Of course you feel that way in the moment. Of course it seems like a good idea at first, but they don't know anything about each other. Anyway, I watched some other movies too, but they were all so bad. It's not even worth talking about. Santa's Boot Camp started off strong, but then it got really boring and I just had to skip to the end.
I have a gift for you.
To show you that bad kids can be nice.
I don't have feelings for Christy North.
Hope for Christmas, a Pastor Greg reboot. Not as good as the title makes it seem like it would be. Going into it, I was like, oh, this is the perfect movie. It's 40 minutes long. I love that. So efficient. Why go watch New Avatar, 3-hour movie, when I could stay home and watch this movie 5 times? But then I spent the whole runtime just being confused about what the hell was going on. Why is everyone in this town so obsessed with shopping sprees? What is happening to this boy? And why are there so many pivotal moments that have no sound? Here, let me fix it.
It's how you do it that defines it.
Now that's moving. Well, I'd love to stay and talk more about Christmas and the film industry as a whole, but my family's in town. You know how it is. I gotta go cheer up my cousin.
Hey buddy, what's wrong? Christmas is over and I don't have any more presents. Oh, well, do you want to play with any of your presents? You got like a ton of Legos. I will, it's just, you know, my favorite part is opening the boxes and now there's none left. Yeah, that's a bummer, all right. But you know, if you wanted another box to open, you could always order today's sponsor, HelloFresh. Really? Yep, they send you a box of food to your door every week. Really? That's right, they bring it to you. Do you want to know what's in the box? No. Oh. Why? I still have to tell everyone. Right, contractually, you have to explain what's in the box. After a stressful couple of weeks preparing for the holidays, the last thing I want to do right now is go to the grocery store. But I like cooking, and I don't want to waste a bunch of money on takeout, and that's why HelloFresh is great for me and why I've been using it for so many years now. They send farm-fresh ingredients straight to your door with easy-to-follow recipe cards and a ton of variety when it comes to meals to choose from. I've tried their vegetarian meals, low-calorie meals, and when I'm trying to spend less time in the kitchen, they have quick and easy meals that I can get done in about 20 minutes. There's total flexibility when it comes to your deliveries too, whether you're gonna be out of town or you just have other dinner plans. It's easy to skip weeks and change delivery dates right on the app. And HelloFresh is for more than just dinner too. You can use it to stock up on snacks, desserts, quick lunches, and breakfasts. And if you wanna take advantage of the best deal that I've ever offered before, go to HelloFresh.com and use my promo code I'mALittleStinker21 for 21 free meals plus free shipping. Link in description. Thank you so much to HelloFresh for sponsoring today's video.
My box is here.
It's a Christmas miracle.
The club isn't the best place to find a love.
Hey guys, Merry Christmas. Hey, I got a question for you. What 2 things do the following phrases have in common? That's right. Not only are they bullet points used to describe the plot of a very weird dream I had last night, but they're also actual names of real movies. Look, I love Christmas. That's why we put our tree up on like November 15th. But I will say it kinda sucks that my favorite holiday will forever be associated with something called Santa with muscles. It's absurd. But the reason films like this exist and why they all have such ridiculous titles is because we've simply run out of Christmas movies to make. You could come up with any holiday-related plot right now, make up a title for it, and I promise you, that movie already exists. Like maybe you want to do something like, instead of Home for the Holidays, it's Homeless for the Holidays, right? A guy maybe gets laid off from his job and he's worried he's gonna lose his house, but through the magic of Christmas, oh, they already did that. Okay, well, what if instead it was about these twin girls, right? And one of them's a princess, obviously, and the other one's a baker, but through the magic of Christmas. Seriously? Oh, wait, I've got one. A postal worker Yeah, no, I thought that sounded familiar. Nowhere is the overabundance of Christmas movies more prevalent than on the various Hallmark channels. That's right, there's 3 of them. But we're currently in the midst of their annual countdown to Christmas, where they release a new movie every day, despite the fact that you could just watch one Hallmark Christmas movie over and over again and it would be the same experience. But you know what? It doesn't matter what I think about these films because they are a goldmine for Hallmark. I read somewhere that they bring in about $500 million every year just from cranking these things out. It's truly a factory of content, and normally you would look at a process like this and think that something so mass-produced would result in a lack of quality, but weirdly, it doesn't seem to matter with Hallmark movies. You see, unlike other movies, Christmas movies don't necessarily have to be good for people to enjoy them. They just have to make you feel good. They just have to feel like Christmas. And it seems like for a lot of people, all you need to accomplish that is 2 lead actors who meet the threshold for being attractive to fall in love in a random small town. That's Hallmark, baby. The Hallmark movie craze is so crazy that they now do fantasy Hallmark leagues. You know, like fantasy football, but instead of drafting NFL players, you draft, and this is real, a team of Christmas movies. The goal is to pick the movies that get watched the most, and apparently first place gets... Gonna be hard to narrow it down here. There's a lot to choose from. You've got white couple in front of Christmas tree, white couple in front of Christmas tree, and of course, white couple in front of Christmas tree. I like how they've completely given up on even trying to make these movies look different. All right, guys, hear me out. I was thinking for the poster, we have the guy wear green and the girl wear red. Yeah! Yes! I love it! Let's do that for all of them! So I feel pretty good about my team. I think I'll throw double points on the shoe movie because Candace Cameron is in it and she's like the queen of Hallmark movies. Hopefully I can beat this other guy. He's got Patrick Mahomes on his team, so gonna be a tough matchup, but I think I can pull it out. I also just realized I'm like 6 weeks late to this, so even if I pick perfectly, I don't think I'll be catching up to Buster for the win anytime soon. You know what? I'm gonna say it though. This is kind of a cool thing that they put together. I'm not gonna lie. It's incredibly silly, but it's a pretty smart way to get people invested in these movies. It kind of incentivizes people who are already a fan of these movies to just have the Hallmark channel on 24/7. There's a cash prize involved. And they do stuff like this pretty regularly. Earlier this year, I remember Amanda telling me about their March Madness tournament where you could fill it out and vote for the all-time best Hallmark movie. In fact, it was while filling one out myself where I learned that Billy Ray Cyrus has been in not 1, but 2 Hallmark movies. The first one, which came out in 2009, is actually a pretty well-received movie that attempted to tackle themes like race relations and maintaining friendships through adversity. And then the second one is about Billy Ray Cyrus falling in love with his son's doctor. The other thing I learned while taking part in this tournament is that Hallmark games are a lot of fun. So I decided to make my own. That's right, baby. It's time for Christmas Movie The Game, America's most beloved game show, premiering today for the first time. As always, I'm joined today by my lovely wife, Amanda. Amanda, word on the street is you only agreed to do this because I'm driving you to the airport later. Care to comment on that?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. All right, so here's how this game works. Very straightforward. I'm gonna give you 2 movies. One of them is real, one of them I made up. If you guess the one that's fake, you get a point. But if you guess wrong, I get 100 points. And there's only 4 questions, so you really don't want to get one wrong. It's gonna be pretty much impossible to catch up.
Is there a bonus round?
Yes, it's also worth 1 point. They're gonna start off pretty easy, but they get a little bit harder as they go. So let's start. Round 1, question 1. Which one of these is fake? Snow Bride. A tabloid reporter lies her way into getting invited to a family's holiday celebrations and then feels bad after falling in love with one of them. Or is it Snow White? A tabloid reporter lies her way into getting invited to a holiday party thrown by 7 polygamous dwarves and then marries all but one of them. I told you these start off easy and get harder.
You said that?
Yes.
Then I wasn't listening.
Okay, good.
Final answer, Snow White.
Yeah, you're right. That was easy. Any guesses as to which one she didn't marry out of the 7?
I don't know any of the dwarves.
Okay, that's what I thought. That one was easy. This time we're gonna do sequels. Which one of these is fake? Is it A Christmas Story 2 or Santa Paws 3? Return of the Pups.
Well, A Christmas Story is a classic, and I don't think they made a second one.
You don't think they made a sequel, so that's your final answer?
Yes.
They did. They made Christmas Story 2
they did.
in 2012, 30 years after the
All the
first one
same
came out.
people? And the
None of
boy,
us-
but he's older.
Yeah, but he's still a boy. No, they made it with a bunch of different people, and no one watched it. And the people who did, they didn't like it. It has like a 37 on Rotten Tomatoes. So tough break getting the second question wrong, because as I said, they only get harder from here. Round 3 has 3 options. 2 are real, 1 is fake. Which one of these did I make up? Was it Jingle My Bells, a raunchy box office flub where Rob Schneider falls in love with a New York receptionist? Is it Elfman, a superhero movie where an elf saves a scientist from evildoers? Or is it Santa Claus versus the Devil, a title so self-explanatory that I will not explain it?
I feel like that one's real.
All right, I'll give you that one. I'll narrow it down to 2. Santa Claus
Okay.
versus the Devil is a real movie. It came out in the 50s. So is it Jingle My Bells or Elfman? Which one did I make up?
What year was Jingle My Bells?
Oh, I didn't look that up. I think early 2000s.
And how much did it make?
I don't know.
And what was their budget?
And was it real?
Okay, I'm gonna go with Jingle My Bells.
Is fake?
Yes.
Yeah, good job. I made that up. The score is 2 to, unfortunately, 100 just because of the rules of the game. All right, final round. This is sort of a bonus round, but not really because there's no bonus to it. It's just different in that these are not Christmas movies. These are just various productions made by Mar Vista Entertainment, who is behind Christmas Mail, our favorite movie of all time.
I miss it.
Again, there's 3. Which one of these did I make up? Is it Avalanche Sharks? This is a movie about a bikini contest that gets interrupted by a shark avalanche. Is it Skate Boy, a short-lived animated series about a young skateboarder who finds a magical flute that unleashes an ancient evil Chinese wizard? Or is it Doggy Bee? The B is short for boogie. It's called Doggy Boogie, and it's a live-action movie about dancing dogs.
So one of them's fake?
One of them is fake.
Can we watch the other 2?
You want me to show you the trailer for the 2 that are real?
Yes,
So
and then
you
I'll decide.
I don't think that works.
I feel like the shark avalanche is the fake one.
You think I made up a movie about a bikini contest that gets interrupted by a shark avalanche? But is that your answer?
You giving me reverse psychology?
I'm just giving you good old-fashioned psychology.
Okay, Skate Boy you made up.
You think I made up something that involves an evil Chinese wizard?
Okay, first one, my final answer.
Avalanche sharks?
Yeah.
Sorry, it's a trick question. They're all real. I know, I expected to be down 3-0 at this point, so I wanted to cheat my way into a victory, but I didn't have to. 200-2 is the final score. You want to watch the trailer for Doggy Bee? Thank you so much for coming on this year's show, Amanda. You'll be back next year, right?
Maybe.
Huh?
What?
As always, we here at Christmas Movie the Game would like to wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Christmas. All right, let's make fun of some dumbass movies. I will say it wasn't as easy to find some good ones as it was last year. Last Christmas, I didn't seek out a movie to make a video about. We just found Christmas Mail and it was so insane I had to make a video about it. I had never even done a movie review on my channel before that, but as soon as I saw it, it was like, yeah, of course I'm gonna make fun of this. This year, though, has been an entirely different story. I've spent most of December so far watching various Hallmark movies and Mar Vista movies and straight-to-DVD movies, but almost every time it just goes like this. Yes, Virginia, there is a Santa Claus. What a funny title. This ought to be good. The thing is, there's no shortage of bad movies, and boy, have I seen my fair share of them. But a bad movie isn't necessarily interesting just because it's bad. There has to be a certain quality to it that draws you in spite of its flaws. So it's been a bit of a struggle for me to find that perfect bad Christmas movie, but I will be talking about these two. My Dad is Scrooge and Christmas Cupid's Era. Let's start with Dad. This movie has everything. Painfully bad child actors.
I just want Dad to stop being so mad.
I'm a kid.
The voiceover talents of Napoleon Dynamite, and of course, talking animals.
That's where babies come from.
So the first weird scene of this movie is when these 4 bullies come into a church to make fun of this kid for being in a toothpaste commercial.
It's the big Hollywood star. How about an autograph, Hollywood?
His name is Ollie, so they call him Ollywood.
See you around, Hollywood.
I don't think I get their motive here. Like, I know sometimes kids are just mean and that's all there is to it, but they're like, haha, loser. You got paid to be on television, idiot. Then we make our way home and meet the titular Scrooge dad, who can pretty much be summed up in this one line.
It's Christmas. No, it's Wednesday.
What a savage. Daddy lives up to his name when he forecloses on this old couple's farm right before Christmas in front of his kids, who he doesn't seem to give a shit about.
These are your kids, Evie.
Are they?
So it's pretty obvious they're setting him up for like a redemption arc here, which is kind of flawed because I already hate this guy. I don't even want to see him get better. I want him to lose custody of his kids. I think everyone would be better off. So anyway, all the animals from the farm start talking now for some reason, and the plot finally kicks in when they give the kids this book. Well, I guess they don't give them the book. They just kind of say, here you go, and then the book falls on top of the bed. You may notice it is A Christmas Carol, which is funny that they would give that to him because that's what this movie is. It's just a ripoff of that, but with a talking llama, so it's fun. But this movie does have some comedy in it. Early on, the dog accidentally convinces this guy that he's a ghost, and he just believes him. He believes the dog. And so for the rest of the movie, and presumably for the rest of his life, he thinks he's dead. He thinks no one can see him, and he's just stuck in like a weird afterlife, which is kind of fucked up when you think about it that they did that to him. They kind of ruined his life, but it does lead to some pretty silly moments.
Ghost massage. Floating bacon.
I don't think anyone's laughing right now.
Anyway, they do the whole Ghost of Christmas Past thing, and the dad starts to transform a little bit, but not really. And then there's this scene where he's talking to the mom, and you're supposed to think like, oh, this is cute, they're flirting, maybe they'll get back together, but it's just really awkward.
That? Oh, yeah, that's a smile. Is this the old Evie coming back?
You're a crazy person, so this is how crazy people start, so.
You're insane. Don't touch me.
Oh, mommy, daddy love each other again.
Well, I don't think I understand this next scene. Is this little girl flirting with a goat?
Dropped your tail.
Thanks, Judge. I love you.
All right, settle down. It's just a tail.
All right, no, I'm done. Time for Christmas Cupid's Arrow. So this movie is about a dating app called Cupid's Arrow, and it's Christmas time, so Christmas Cupid's Arrow. That's how they came up with the title. You always know a movie's gonna be good when there's like 9 different production companies involved. ITN Distribution, and also The Wonder Film as well, and Lighthouse Pictures, of course. Oh, and Shavik Entertainment, Kalispell Films, okay. Free Dolphin Entertainment. What is going on? So the main woman's friend is trying to get her to find a boyfriend, so she makes an account for her on this dating app. So she gets a couple matches, and there's a montage where she's going on dates with 3 of them. And there's no subtlety in this movie either. Like, all 3 of these guys are just over the top awful.
Do you mind if I order the steak? Why would I mind? Just wanted to make sure you could afford it.
And you're paying for this, right? Because I'm a bad guy. I'm not gonna pay for it.
What do we get when we cross the engine from a 67 Harley, Ducati forks, and carbon fiber?
I like motorcycles. But I don't really care about any of that because the real star of the movie is this guy. This is a really great scene when we meet his daughter.
What's a date?
A what?
A date.
Where did you hear that from?
Who the fuck told you about dates? It's not like she was like, Dad, what's a dick? She's asking about dates.
A date is when 2 grown-ups go out and they have fun together.
Like the zoo?
Yes.
Or the movies?
Yeah.
Or the movies?
Yeah.
Do you go on dates?
No, I don't go on dates right now.
Why not?
Because I already have a pretty lady in my life.
Why did he say it like that? So weird.
That's right, it's you.
Don't worry, I'm almost done. This is the last scene I'm going to show you. This is what made me want to talk about this movie. This awkward ass exchange between that guy and the girl from earlier. They both work at the same school and kind of know each other, but it really accelerates when they find out they're the only 2 people on this party planning committee.
Just us?
Oh,
I wasn't.
My vote is to have it be formal but not black tie, because that way women don't feel forced into wearing long gowns. It's kind of fun to wear something short.
Yeah, I would always err on the side of wearing something shorter as opposed to longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think skirt. I like skirts.
Tell me one bad Christmas song.
Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas by Paul McCartney is the worst song ever.
Oh, okay, first of all, Sir Paul McCartney.
Oh, well, that's,
And he gets a pass. He wrote Yesterday, All Sins Are Forgiven.
No, he didn't. John wrote Yesterday. Yes.
Planet are you on? No,
the planet that the
It
Beatles...
is Paul. It's Paul.
Oh, all right.
It is Paul, and I feel so sad that you don't know that.
We're gonna have to agree to disagree.
I guess
I'm
so.
right.
Okay.
But
I'm down.
Is this flirting? I'm almost 100% certain that this whole scene was improvised, because who would write this?
I'm sorry, did you just make an It reference?
Yeah, I've seen the movie.
Oh, okay. Did you read the book?
Yeah, when I was a kid. You?
Yeah, I read a couple of his books.
Which ones?
Oh, let me think. All of them twice.
No. He is the reason that I read as a child. He was my everything.
Yes, me too.
Obsessed with him.
Totally.
Stephen King is the reason you read as a child? What fucking kid is reading Stephen King books?
All of them twice.
All right, I'm not gonna bore you with the rest of the movie. It's not good. And I don't think I can watch another second of it. I think my personal journey I went on this month through dozens of hammy Christmas movies only to determine that these two are the best I could find has more than anything else just made me realize how special Christmas mail is. It's the kind of thing that only comes around once in a lifetime, and it's important we grab onto it and celebrate the joy that it's brought us all. And go rewatch my video. And I think ultimately, while stories of unexpected love and the rekindling of family bonds are nice, for me they just don't quite capture the true essence of Christmas. Consumerism, which is why today's video is sponsored by Raycon. Hi, I'm Santa. Have you spent all your Christmas money yet? You haven't? Well, then I've got just the product for you, Raycon's E25 wireless earbuds. I know you've heard about them already, okay? I'm just telling you again in case you forgot. These things are great. There's no stupid wires dangling around, getting in your way, ruining your life. It's just you and the music, baby. I think their newest model, the E25s, are their best ones yet. I've used others in the past, but these are great. They've got a really good bass sound, especially considering how compact they are. They also fit super snugly in your ears, so no matter what you do, they're not just gonna fall out. And they come in a bunch of fun new colors like blue and green. We stan. These really are the most comfortable earbuds I've ever worn. I was kind of surprised when I saw the price because so many other brands will charge 3 or 4 times as much for the same quality sound. I also like that it comes with this cool little charging case that is shaped like an egg and basically quadruples the battery life of these things. If you want to get 15% off your brand new pair of Raycon earbuds, click the link in the description. That's buyraycon.com/Drew. Thank you, Raycon, and thank you, Guy, for sponsoring today's video. I hope everyone enjoys their holiday season, whether you're spending time with your family or avoiding spending time with your family. No judgment here. Just remember to be safe, have fun, and drink milk. This video was sponsored by milk. Merry Wednesday, everybody. 99, 100. Ready or not, here I come. Oh. That's not a very good spot. Hey guy, welcome back to your short reprieve from hearing that Mariah Carey song everywhere you go all month long. This is a safe space, I promise. Boy, do I love Christmas. It's the one time a year where you get to spend an entire week with all the people who stress you out the most. But if there's one thing I love more than Christmas, it's Peacock, which is the perfect mix of terrible content and an even worse user interface. You're telling me it's about to be 2022 and I can't scroll left and right to fast forward? I gotta move the remote down here and hit that button and then quickly move back over to play, but oopsies, I took too long and now I'm watching the credits. Not to worry though, they did add a 10-second rewind button on PC, where you already have a mouse and you could just click anywhere. Don't want to put that shit on the TV too? Remotes have like 4 buttons now. You gotta help me out here, Peacock. I'm trying to watch the Kids Tonight Show. Peacock! 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 Yeah, I guess I should talk about that. You know how you've always wondered, what if Jimmy Fallon was for children? And what if he was the guest and he came out into a ball pit with someone in a panda costume?
It is great to meet you guys. Thank you, little hashtag.
His name is Little Hashtag. I genuinely cannot tell who this show is for. I don't think kids would want to watch this. It's clearly written by adults to try to appeal to children, but that just means Fortnite references and the word awesome sauce and an overly enthusiastic crowd.
What's the best way for us to learn about the news?
The best question, if you don't understand, is ask or do some research. Consider it a homework assignment, if you will.
That's right, Lester. It's a children's show, so, you know, they've got some obvious guests like JoJo Siwa, the D'Amelio sisters, and, of course, Lester Holt from NBC News. Kids love the news.
I used to take pencils and put them on my mouth.
Whose idea was this show? Was it you, Jimmy? At least the kids seem to be having fun. I just feel so blessed to get to watch a product crash and burn in real time because every decision they make is the wrong one. Peacock has all the potential in the world to be the new Quibi. You getting some good licks in? Sorry, I'll give you privacy. Having established such a low bar for content quality, a few weeks ago I decided to search the word Christmas and see what came up. And oh my God, every single one of these movies is terrible. Outside of an animated Grinch movie, there is not a competent film on this list. A Frozen Christmas 2, Dance Off, Married by Christmas. Not to be confused with Merry Christmas. I bet that's her name. A Christmas in Vermont. Oh, Chevy. You brought this on yourself. A Christmas Village, a Christmas Princess. What kind of Instagram filter did they put on this guy's face? Jesus Christ. Christmas is you. No, Christmas is you. Christmas Town.
Christmas Town?
Christmas Town.
Christmas Town. Shoelaces for Christmas? That's it?
We'll teach everyone.
What do you want for Christmas, sweetheart? Shoelaces?
Oh my God. They made a whole movie about this?
I only want shoelaces.
That helping others
It just doesn't feel right having shoelaces when my new best friend doesn't.
Don't take yours off and put them in a tree. Give them to the girl.
is the greatest gift of all.
You didn't help her. Hey, I noticed you don't have any food. Yeah. So, out of solidarity, I'm gonna stop eating too. Thanks. Helping others is the greatest Christmas gift. You're not gonna believe this shit. The Christmas Switch 2021? They ripped off the Netflix movies where Vanessa Hudgens plays British triplets? Well, it's official. Peacock is now the equivalent of all those straight-to-DVD knockoffs that were supposed to confuse people at Blockbuster and make them grab the wrong movie. Maybe I'm judging too soon. Let's watch the trailer.
Just remembering how we used to switch places as kids all the time. Yeah, that's a great idea. Let's do it. Let's switch places for Christmas.
Why does she sound so sarcastic?
Whoa!
Whoa, you look just like me.
You have to feed and walk Austin every day.
I mean, yeah, he's a dog. You don't really have to explain that. You're telling me I gotta feed this thing?
Somewhere in the midst of all the go, 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 I forgot that we're meant to enjoy the moments while we have them.
Awesome. I'll never watch that. The other thing I've noticed on Peacock is there's a weirdly high proportion of dog Christmas movies. The 12 Dogs of Christmas, 12 Dog Days Till Christmas, 12 Christmas Wishes for My Dog. I watched a couple of these and it kind of seems like they were just filming the dogs and then sort of wrote a loose script around that.
Mom, I asked Rory to take me outside and he's not doing it, and you said he's always supposed to.
You don't have to animate the mouths. At least not like that.
But I never thought they'd abandon us like this. They left us here? Alone?
For Christmas? No, that's actually another dog movie. I'm saving that one for the end. Obviously, I couldn't watch all the Christmas movies on here, but I did watch a handful of them, and there's two in particular that I really want to rip into today. Both centered around dogs, and both featuring some just baffling moments. But let's start with 12 Dog Days Till Christmas. Right away, he starts calling her crying, because she's acting weird, I guess. She does actually start crying a few scenes later, but it's like the writers forgot that that hasn't happened yet because he already gave her the nickname. Also, I'm surprised Blair doesn't start freaking out.
Crying.
But the paper says Ryan! They're kind of a match made in heaven, though, because they're both so mopey.
Thanks for informing the whole table about my life. Thanks for reminding me of my sad life.
Oh, if only he knew they both like generic rock music and reading books.
I'm reading Stephen King.
She's so different. The good news is Jack starts oh no. Now she really is crying. They gotta get rid of all the dogs before Christmas, otherwise they'll have to go to the pound where they'll immediately die.
Well, how much time do they have?
12 days.
Just under 2 weeks.
12 dog days till Christmas. The title's a lot darker than I expected. Sometimes when you're filming something, you don't get all the shots you need, but you don't realize until it's too late. So now you got to get one of the actors to voice over the lines to fill in the blanks. And this movie does a great job of this. This is Bowser. He's got fleas. This is Stephanie. She's dumb as shit.
I have the perfect idea for where we can start trying to find homes for these dogs first thing tomorrow.
11 dogs and 12 days till Christmas. Plenty of time. Let's get started. What do you got? Are you guys just gonna sit outside all day? This was your big plan? Now you're going back inside? What the hell was that? It's 3-on-2, and this guy is clearly 30. I don't know what it is about Jack, but everyone is terrified of him.
Whoa, we don't want any trouble, Jack.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Now scram.
But since this guy's a weak little baby, Jack gets him to adopt a dog for protection. And they're at the park, and they see a kid missing some baseballs. So you know when you identify what would be a very temporary convenience, and so you adopt a dog? The next dog only has 3 legs, and so Jack's like, I know who this reminds me of.
Molly was always so inspiring to me.
I don't know if we can with her being in a wheelchair.
A girl in a wheelchair. Obviously.
Tell me what kind of forms we need to fill out for your friend here before Molly gets back home.
Thanks.
Hey, would you mind grabbing the other side of this tree? Of course, sir. Let me just... Here, did that help? Not at all. Well, I did touch it. Just get out of my way. And quite frankly, that dog's an abomination, and she should burn in hell.
Take your money and shove it.
All right, well, they didn't take the dog, but it's not a big deal. I'm sure you can find another. Oh no, he's raging again.
Hey, what's the point of that?
I'm angry.
Oh, hold on. They're alone at night? Time for some fireworks.
Don't you date boys?
I'll date a boy when I find a decent boy to date. Just preferably someone real who's into the same things as me.
What? Like Shakespeare?
I don't just like Shakespeare. I'm into other stuff too. J.K. Rowling.
I'm not like other girls. I like Harry Potter.
Stephen King. I have all kinds of taste in books.
Wait, I like Stephen King too.
Yeah?
Wow, maybe we have more in common than I thought.
I cried.
And he still hates her. And the dubbed lines are getting more and more seamless.
Guess you guys will have to call it a draw. You each place pups, and now Boomer and Bruno have homes.
1 dog and 3 days till Christmas. Why does the building have like a nipple on it?
There's no way that Jack is into me, okay?
Well, then you won't mind if I go out with him tonight.
Actually, I mind, because he's 17 and you're old enough to drink. I guess I just thought you'd have the same interests and personality as your sister, but with a face I like more.
So what do you think about this older girl, younger guy thing?
No, yuck.
Women really are confusing.
So the date didn't go well. And then we see some heartbreaking juxtaposition where Tony and Trevor are winning the hearts of their new parents while Jack gets stood up by his birth mom. They were supposed to have lunch at the diner, but she never showed up. Probably because she was on alcohol.
What are you going to do with the malt liquor in your bag?
I love the editing here. He's sitting, this woman in red walks through. Oh, okay, I'm gonna be honest. They forgive him way too easily for this.
I'm so sorry. From the very beginning, I've just been a pain to you guys.
You're not a pain, Jack.
He just undid weeks worth of work and almost killed one of the dogs in the process. Their whole mission has been to find homes for the dogs so they don't get killed, and he almost skipped straight to that step.
Where is Ryan anyways? She's still mad at me, I guess?
Everyone should be mad at you. But she's not. She gets to keep Petunia himself, even though he probably traumatized her for life and still has unchecked anger issues. And then the movie throws in 2 more jabs at her for absolutely no reason.
She's pretty in an ugly kind of way.
So, what's with the white boy and that ugly dog?
I don't understand all of the animosity. This is a cute dog. Well, that's it. Should I have expected more out of this? Probably. But at the end of the day, it only a movie. All right, so I think I saved the best for last. So you know how Home Alone is a great classic Christmas movie, but every time it gets rebooted, it's a total disaster? Well, that's because they're going about it the wrong way. Don't replace Macaulay Culkin with another kid, replace him with a dog. And that's what Alone for Christmas is all about.
I'm the worst brother ever.
Yeah, the dog's talking this one too. This movie is batshit crazy in the best possible way, and like 10 minutes into it, Amanda and I were laughing so hard that we decided to record our reaction. But let me just set it up a little bit first. There's a little dog named Columbus and a big dog named Bone. And through this terrible opening animation, we see how Columbus is always causing trouble, but their owners always blame Bone for some reason.
Some trouble here.
Oh, now it's Halloween. I hope no one knocks over the pumpkin. No. It's the same setup every time.
The big dog that just sleeps there.
Yeah.
She keeps blaming that dog.
Is this guy from the United States Postal Service?
No, he's from the United Postal.
Now he works for the USPS. Plot twist, he's actually not working for either of them. Just like in the original Home Alone, he's part of a band of villains, and they're scouting the location for thieving purposes.
Worst Christmas ever.
No, Dad! It looks like outside of an airplane. Like they're just in the clouds. I don't understand. Like there's so many green screen car scenes in movies.
That's the easiest thing to green screen.
I know, even if it looks
they didn't even try.
Like bad sitcoms have it. But they're like, no.
No, we're not even gonna try.
We put all our budget into animating the dog mouth. They look like they got sucked into a wormhole.
Come on, Bone.
Merry Christmas, dude.
Here we go. Come on, boy.
That goes double for you, Columbus.
That poor dog has done nothing wrong.
I know.
His family's so stupid.
His family sucks. All he did was open a present because it was making noise.
Why are the presents there?
Yeah, they're not going to be there for Christmas. Why were all the presents out in the first place? So they drop Bone off at a shelter, which is actually just some guy's cabin. I'm getting from this shot.
He does look happy.
He's facing the other door.
They're having fun.
He lost his bite.
So there's one dog who warns Bone about losing his bite because that happened to him.
I ruined Christmas for my family. As punishment, I got sent here to this hippie commune doggy jail.
And then there's the other dog that just sounds like someone trying to do a Christopher Walken impression.
Action dog.
It was 3 idiot robbers who smelled like fish and body spray.
Get me out from the bottom.
The dog just bonk him on the head?
Yeah, the dog picked up a frying pan
But he didn't have
and is now
thumbs.
beating the shit out of him. That clearly was not him. Why does he need to skate? He's upstairs. That means he brought the skateboard all the way up the stairs. I feel like the writers watched a viral video of a dog on a skateboard and they thought,
gotta have it.
If we put that in a movie, then the movie will go viral. Oh, this is.
I got this.
Really big time. Too much gas. We're spinning out of control. Worst Christmas ever.
They just did like 50 spins!
Worst Christmas ever!
They used his iPad to edit this movie. How did he get up there? How did he untie it?
On the skateboard.
Oh, well, yeah. He rode his skateboard. He did a kickflip up there. It's so funny that the movie was so deliberate about saying the dogs can't do certain things because they don't have thumbs. And then the rest of the movie is the dog doing impossible tasks.
It's the magic of Christmas.
Oh.
Is a spare tire a little thing or a big thing?
Oh my god.
The spare tire is a little thing, but it's a big thing.
There's something weird about the physics in the universe they're in. Apparently there's no friction. The tire is just gonna keep rolling.
Can't go to the dog. Gotta let the dog come to you.
Why do they need to catch the dog? Just finish the robbery.
Clearly love the dogs.
It's almost like kids like dogs. Oh my god, what did they think would happen? These parents are awful.
Oh, yummy. Treats for Santa on the mantle.
Treats for Santa on the mantle.
They left out milk and then went on vacation? This is the stupidest family.
How did the dog get up there to put a mousetrap? And don't say skateboard. Oh, this guy's having a rough day. The void is on the roof!
The dog is in the void! Oh my gosh!
He's gonna pull him up the chimney?
Let's turn up the heat.
Oh my gosh!
He just exploded from his own fart. Violent dog.
Don't get cocky, kid.
And they make a human.
two human hands.
Holy shit. Take that.
It's the worst movie I've ever watched in my life. Well, I don't know about you guys, but the entire medium of film has now been ruined for me forever. So, looks like I'll need to find a new form of entertainment. Hey, maybe today's sponsor can help me out. Hi, I'm the basketball equivalent of Rob Lowe at that football game, and this video is sponsored by SeatGeek. It's an app. It's been a while since we've been able to go to concerts and stuff on account of there not being any. But now they're back, and SeatGeek wants to help you get there without overpaying. Just browse for the event you want, look for a little green dot. Green means you're getting a good deal, red means bad. Do not buy the red. Then use my promo code DREW for $20 off and go have the time of your life. It's so easy, I'm literally at an event right now. Shh. Sorry. One of my favorite things to do in Orlando is go support my beloved yet terrible basketball team, and every time I do it, I buy the tickets through SeatGeek because I know if I'm getting a good price. Whether you're sitting 15 feet from the court or so far away that your head is touching the ceiling, SeatGeek can guarantee that you will have a chair. Honestly though, the best thing about SeatGeek is that every time I buy tickets, I use my own promo code, and they don't even know. Well, I guess now they know. Click the link in the description to download the app and use my promo code Drew next time you're buying tickets, unless you'd rather pay $20 more. More power to you, man. Thank you to SeatGeek for sponsoring this video. Oh, is he done? Thank you guys so much for watching me and my wife laugh at terrible Christmas movies. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Be sure to smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. It would really help me hit my goal of 4 billion subs by Christmas. My stepdad says if I can get 52% of the Earth's population to subscribe to my channel, then he'll buy me a new Xbox. And we're so close. Anyway, see you next time. Bye. Hey guy, welcome back to NASA headquarters. Today is December, which means it's time for Christmas movies, almost all of which are bad. Sure, there's a few gems, Home Alone, The Santa Claus, Grumpy Cat's Worst Christmas Ever. These are all critically acclaimed, as they should be. But for every good Christmas movie, I swear there's gotta be like 200 bad ones. A lot of that has to do with the Hallmark movie factory, where they mass produce semi-attractive white couples to recreate the same film 100,000 times. After which I assume they put them down and replace them with new actors. That's just the circle of life. But even though Hallmark movies are easy to make fun of for their formulaic simplicity, you gotta admit, their business model works. Their brand is synonymous with the holiday season. On the other hand, you have companies like Netflix, who this time of year wanna be like Hallmark so bad, but absolutely suck at it. First up, we got Dolly Parton's Christmas on the Square, a musical starring Dolly Parton as a glowing hobo. Seems like even her biggest fans couldn't find a way to enjoy this mess. The best thing I saw someone say about it is that it's a good movie to watch while you clean your bathroom. Christmas on the Square. Looks like I won't be cleaning my bathroom anytime soon. Up next, we've got A California Christmas.
We have 3 weeks. If not, the deal falls apart before Christmas.
Hannah, where's the water?
They seem to be going for the reverse Hallmark here, where a businessman falls in love with a small town woman. And they say Hollywood's not progressive.
I'm sorry.
You forgot your hat.
You lied about who you are.
Kelly, I had no idea who I was until I met you.
No, you don't understand, cowgirl. I used to like big city, but now I meet you. I like small town Christmas fun. For me, horse ate my shirt, let's ride the horse. This one's not out yet, but luckily I can just click this little button here to be notified when it's time to cancel my subscription. Now I'm gonna list off some other Netflix Christmas movies, and you let me know if you notice the theme here. Christmas with a Prince, A Christmas Prince, A Christmas Prince the Royal Wedding, A Christmas Prince the Royal Baby, The Princess Switch, A Princess for Christmas, The Princess Switch Switched Again Part 2, The Night Before Christmas, and Prince of Peoria, A Christmas Moose Miracle. For some reason, all 9 of these movies revolve around a royal family, and almost half of them star Vanessa Hudgens. The Princess Switch is probably the most notorious one here. It's your classic Princess and the Pauper Parent Trap kind of situation, where Vanessa Hudgens and her twin, Vanessa Hudgens, no relation, switch places before realizing that maybe the grass isn't greener on the other side. Just kidding, they love it. Nothing goes wrong, and now they're both princesses. Also, one of them's British.
Keep calm and carry on.
To be clear though, she's not the Princess of Britain. She doesn't live in Britain, she just is British. I know it doesn't make too much sense, but half the people in Star Wars were British and they lived in space, so I'll let this one slide. I would say the most annoying part of this movie is how boring the prince is. I understand why Princess Vanessa didn't want to marry him, so she ran away to Chicago, but American Vanessa fucking loves this dude.
I love you more than I've ever loved anyone in my whole life.
They met 3 days ago. Maybe she hit her head when she fell off that horse, I don't know. But they don't seem to have anything in common, and also he's kind of weird.
You sound like my grandmother.
Meanwhile, British Vanessa, who's pretending to be American Vanessa, falls in love with a guy that the real American Vanessa had been friend-zoning, and they have a pretty decent relationship. He's charismatic, he's like a good dad, and she is just mesmerized by his torso.
Have you ever seen Kevin with his shirt off?
Ew, Kevin? No. But Edward, you and Kevin aren't an item.
Ew, have I ever dated my handsome best friend? No. I like Edward. But he's like if a blank piece of paper was a person, yeah.
This is crazy.
crazy.
If you thought that movie was crazy, the real fun begins in The Princess Switch Switched Again Part 2, where we're introduced to a third Vanessa Hudgens, only this one is evil.
Off with their heads.
Yeah, people are gonna die.
Minions, I need more champagne.
Is she really related to you?
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure they're related.
You're yummy.
The next scene looks like one of those infomercials where the actor has to try really hard to spill something on themselves so they can make the product look useful.
There's the sugar behind the flour.
I'll get it.
It's quite all right.
Ah, it'd be easier if I get it.
I told you.
Has this ever happened to you?
You're not just about to become the Queen of Montanaro. You've also become the Queen of my heart.
Somebody wrote that. And then they put it in the movie. You know what? I'm just going to skip to the end.
To love and support you in everything that you do. And maybe someday teach you how to make a hot chocolate.
Crap, I don't understand that reference because I didn't actually watch the movie. Just try and act natural.
I love you, Margaret.
I'm just excited for the next sequel to come out when they all have kids, who I assume will also be played by Vanessa Hudgens.
What news?
As bad as the Princess Switch movies are, I really think they have nothing on this next one. This is the other Netflix movie that also has Vanessa in it, and it is so unbelievably dumb. So this movie is set in the 1300s, and also 2019. You see, Sir Cole over here wants to become a knight, but he can't until he completes the quest given to him by this old crone.
Old crone?
Her name in the movie actually is Old Crone. What if there was more than one old crone? How would you tell them apart? Also, what is an old crone? Well, in folklore, a crone is an old woman who may be disagreeable, malicious, or sinister in manner, often with magical or supernatural associations that can make her either helpful or obstructing. As a character type, the crone shares characteristics with the hag. What a description. Anyway, the old crone sends him on a quest which is for some reason 700 years in the future.
You shall travel to faraway lands, see things undreamed of.
Seems a little random to me. What, did they run out of medieval things to do? All right, gather around, gentlemen. Come get your quests. Okay, you young men, you're going to fetch an enchanted sword for the prince. And you're gonna scale the highest mountain and slay the dragon who lives on the top. And you're gonna date a middle school teacher. So she sends him to 2019 and he's hella confused, obviously.
Can we take a selfie?
Pretty, what might that be, Mary?
Thank you.
Did you notice anything about that shot? Well, let's see. Her hand moved. He went from being in the middle to being on the end. And where the hell did that merry-go-round come from? Not that continuity is important or anything. We're just making a movie. Also, the old crone time traveled here too, I guess to make sure he's doing his job. But she's posing as Mrs. Claus and no one notices. Wouldn't the guy playing Santa be a little confused that she just appeared out of nowhere? Like, wait a minute, where did you come from? Get away from those children. You share characteristics with the hag. It must be like the easiest thing in the world to write a Christmas movie because nothing has to make sense. Christmas is a time for magic and wonder and plot holes, but
if you believe, anything's possible.
As a result of that logic, these writers think that they can get away with anything and no one's allowed to question it. But I will question it. I am a professional movie nitpicker. I am the second most annoying kind of detective, behind those people who brag about noticing typos in deleted tweets. Anyway, later that night, she runs him over in her car.
I hit him with my car.
Which I gotta say is one of the more aggressive meet cutes I've ever seen, but luckily he's all right because he's wearing a literal suit of armor.
I think he hit his head.
Apparently, Sir Cole believes that he's a 14th century knight.
You are not sleeping under a tree when I have an empty guest house you can stay in.
Vanessa decides at this point that the strange man she just met, who she believes is suffering from a brain injury and is armed with a sword, should stay with her in her home. There's an idea that couldn't end badly. Good thing she has an entire guest house for him to stay in, because, you know, she's a teacher, and we all know how well teachers get paid.
You scared away my supper.
Skunk. I feel like even a knight from the 1300s wouldn't look at a skunk and think, I'm gonna eat that. But he's still hungry, so they go to Denny's.
Hot dog. Delicious. Another one, wench.
Whoa. Okay, Sir Cole, that's kind of an offensive term.
Cole, you're being rude. We prefer to call them hags. So then he spends all night watching TV and I guess learns some of the modern dialect.
What do you think of these awesome new threads? Modern technology is lit AF.
He doesn't talk like that at all. the rest of the movie. It's just for that scene because it's funny, lit.
We tweeted ours.
The next day, he chops down a tree with one swing, and then Vanessa lets him drive her car. Yep, the guy who spent the last 3 days talking like a Shakespeare play, who doesn't have a license and clearly has never been in a car before the night you met him. Sure, let him drive your car around by himself. Why stop there? Give him a gun too. See what more havoc he can wreak. Side note, time moves very fast in this movie. There are entire days that are only like 3 minutes long. On December 19th, they wake up, start watching TV, and then it's nighttime, and then they fall asleep, and then it's the morning again. December 21st, she sends Cole and her niece outside to hit each other with sticks, and they do it until it's dark.
That's called fist bump.
The next morning, Vanessa comes outside to see Cole beating up her lawn ornaments, and she's just like, oh, you. What a goofball. And I guess her neighbor was really impressed by his moves because she comes over and starts flirting with him.
Actually, just popped by to see if you were free tonight to do some Christmas caroling with friends.
I mean, shit, if I saw a homeless man winning a fight with plastic, I'd probably ask him on a date too.
Lady Allison seems to have you green with envy.
Okay, first off, she ain't no lady. In high school, she was voted biggest flirt.
You see, Sir Cole, here in 2019, we don't call women wenches. We merely imply that they are one. I will say Cole is a very nice guy, which is probably why Vanessa and the police let him get away with literally anything. But he teaches the girl about kindness, and then he saves her life when she wanders onto a lake in the middle of a snowstorm. And then he and Vanessa share a little Christmas romance.
But the dough will fail to rise if you continue to wrest it like a dragon slayer.
Why can't I get my printer to connect? Need a hand? No, I'm good. Shh. Don't say a word. You'll ruin the moment. This isn't helping.
He loves them.
Pickpocket! Should we let him keep his hands?
Yeah. Yes.
Well, you're turning into quite the natural at this game, Cole.
You know, you should consider joining the force.
Wait, so this cop is well aware of how insane Cole is. He just watched him use excessive force on a teenager, and so he asks him to join the police force? This movie's more realistic than I thought. They were about to kiss, but they got interrupted. I wonder if that same exact thing is gonna happen again 7 minutes from now. It did. All right, third time's a charm. But of course, the old crone, whose motives I'm starting to question, is just staring at them creepily in the background.
Cole, your medallion.
This thing's glowing. That means he did his quest. They figured it out. The quest was to kiss her. Still kind of weird, but they did it. They're in love. It's beautiful. They can finally live happily ever after. Wait, where is he going? Oh, he got sent back to the 1300s. Let me make sure I understand the stakes of this movie. So he was banished to go to the future, which he loves because it's awesome.
Play Deck the Halls.
Deck the Halls.
And if he didn't complete his quest in time, he would have been stuck there forever, where he'd be forced to continue living happily with Vanessa Hudgens. But because he did kiss her before Christmas, he completed his quest, and his reward is that he gets to go back to his kingdom, where he'll probably die in his 30s. Yeah, that makes sense.
Brother? Jeffrey.
Wait, did they just do a bro hug? He seemed so confused by a fist bump earlier, but I get it. That's his ride or die right there. Obviously, he wants to go back, though, so he's got to find the old crone again.
Crone? Oh, crone! I beg thee, crone. I will do. Very well.
That problem resolved itself in like a minute and a half.
It's Cole, and he brought his horse.
Delighting in your company.
Cole, I thought you were gone. Like, for good.
I found someone else. I was gone for an hour. You have to move on, Cole. Well, it wouldn't be a rom-com if it didn't end with all the extras clapping for the main characters because they have nothing better to do. Oh. Did not expect that. Another thing I didn't expect was a random post-credits scene.
You truly are a handsome young knight.
Sir Geoffrey Alexander Edward Lyons. At your service.
Oh, the old crone is at it again. Are they hinting at a sequel? Is there gonna be like a whole Marvel universe of knights being sent in the future, only they all go to Vanessa Hudgens and she's just like, guys, I'm taken. You should know this. It was your brother. I give this movie a D. D's nuts. Before you unsubscribe, I just want to touch on one last movie. It's called Holiday, starring Emma Watson. It just came out. Amanda and I watched the entire thing, and I don't really have anything funny to say about it. I just need to rant about it for a sec because this movie pissed us the hell off. So the premise is that Emma Watson is tired of her family judging her when she comes home boyfriendless every Christmas. So she meets this guy who lives at the mall, and they decide that he'll pretend to be her boyfriend only on holidays so her mom gets off her back. Here's the thing though. The mom doesn't like him. She still spends the rest of the movie trying to set her up with someone else. Also, they go on holidays, not even in front of her family, which I thought was the whole point. So at this point, they're just friends with benefits, except without the benefits, and also they're not friends. And I'm sure you can see where this is going. They eventually start to like each other, but they don't want to admit that they like each other, and that's like the main conflict of the movie. Emma Watson also shits her pants on Halloween because her aunt accidentally gave her laxatives instead of Advil. You know, when you bring a giant bottle of laxatives to a Halloween party just in case you decide it's time to go have diarrhea in public. Shit, I haven't pooped in almost 15 minutes. I must be constipated. Then on Thanksgiving, this random guy comes over and immediately tries to eat the turkey out of the oven with his hands. The turkey is clearly done already, but they put it back in the oven and surprise, they burn all the food. So Emma has to go to the store, which is open on Thanksgiving, and she's buying waffles for some reason, and Ryan Gosling is there. And then she goes back home and it's dark outside, so she's been gone all day while they were all waiting, and they all start to fight, and then this guy has a heart attack, so they go to the hospital where, sorry, I'm out of breath, where the aunt tells the doctor that she loves him, and then they kiss. Also, Emma's sister cheats on her husband with King Batch, and they use it as the catalyst to fix their broken relationship. No! This poor guy, who doesn't have any time for her anymore because he's too busy being the only one to take care of their 4 children, gets cheated on with a Vine star, which, yeah, I know that's kind of a self-roast, and she's just like, oopsies, and everything's okay. No, fuck that. These people suck. None of them deserve a happy ending, and why the hell did they spend so much time at the mall? Nobody goes to the mall anymore. I guess what I'm trying to say is Netflix, try harder. Christmas is good. Christmas movies should be good too. I know you can make good stuff. I watched The Chess Show. I liked Stranger Kids. Put some of that effort into a holiday movie that doesn't suck, and then maybe I won't have to go watch Lifetime instead. What are they working on right now? You know, on second thought, I don't think I'm gonna be celebrating Christmas anymore. Don't cut back to me, cut to the commercial. Hi, I'm soaking wet, and I want to tell you guys about today's sponsor, ExpressVPN. This holiday season, you deserve to watch a good Christmas movie, and as we talked about, the American Netflix library is just not cutting it. But you don't have to hop in a submarine and escape the country just to be able to watch something else. You can just use a VPN. With ExpressVPN, you can change your computer's location to one of 94 different countries, thereby unlocking content that you thought you might not be able to watch. Want to watch Fred Claus? Switch to Australia. Christmas with the Cranks? Switch to The Hague, the Netherlands. Don't settle for a go-go Corey Carson Christmas. You deserve better than that. ExpressVPN can also help keep your important information safe by encrypting your data every time you connect to the internet. This prevents the websites you visit and even your internet service provider from taking that information and selling it off to the highest bidder. Personally, I've tried a few different virtual private networks in the past, and ExpressVPN is the only one that didn't throttle my connection speed. You shouldn't have to sacrifice that just to have a secure connection. And of course, they also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee and 24/7 customer support. You can use it on your computer, on your phone, on your Apple TV. You'll be unstoppable. So to find out how you can get 3 months free of ExpressVPN, click the link in the description. That's expressvpn.com/drip. Thank you to ExpressVPN for sponsoring my channel. Thank you so much for watching today's video, guy. If you want to subscribe to my channel, go to Google. Where is it? How do I get to Google? It's Google. Crap, I think I'm stuck on this page. Search, I guess I'll search YouTube for google.com. Maybe they have official, maybe this will take Google. Take me to Google. Fuck. How do I get to Google Hey guys, welcome back to my 5th annual Christmas video that I almost never upload in time for Christmas. I wasn't going to do one of these this year. I had something else I was already working on, but then the Samsung TV Plus app that my television defaults to whenever I turn it on ended up on the Christmas movie channel. And I kept accidentally watching the endings of random terrible Christmas movies. And it made me realize that that's the funniest part of the movie. You have no context, no idea who anyone is or how we got here, but you still get to see every weird storyline resolve itself. The first one I saw was The Search for Secret Santa, and this is the exact moment that I jumped into, so you have as much context going into this as I did.
Okay, bye.
Jackson? Are you defacing the beam?
Are you defacing the beam? I'm sorry, but that is a perfect line.
Yeah, I was in the process of defacing the beam.
Jackson, you know that property damage between $200 and $1,000 is a first-degree misdemeanor.
Yeah, I just needed your final approval.
My final approval for what?
For defacing the beam.
This is a place of forever love, and I wanted to write Sophia and Jackson inside the heart. Can I?
My name's Rebecca, but sure.
Wait. Here. I made this for you.
It is beautiful.
Yeah, I know.
You lifted my curse.
There was a curse?
Jackson, the real curse was me thinking that true love had to be like a fairy tale when the fact is, real life and the real you are far better.
Wow, that's a huge backhanded compliment. Thank you. I used to think that I would meet someone perfect, but you taught me that my standards were way too high. Huh? Settling for you was the best decision I've ever made. Okay, but even after all that, you are not prepared for the final 12 seconds of this movie. They choose that frame. So at this point, I was just determined to watch as many Christmas movie endings as I could over the past couple weeks, and that's exactly what I did. Up next, we've got Holiday Road Trip, starring none other than Christy North. Now, when I saw that she was in this, I assumed she must act in a bunch of Christmas movies, right? Because that's just what some actors do. They find their niche and then only do that forever. But as far as I can tell, this is the only other Christmas movie that this actress has ever been in, which makes this pretty special. So it seems like she's found herself in a bit of a love triangle here.
What's he doing here?
These two men can't stop fighting over her.
I need to ask you something.
Hey, well, easy, just easy, pal.
Back off, Chief, before I get all kinds of ninja on you. And what's up with the Band-Aid? Drive at her on your face.
Huh?
Drive at her on your face.
One more time?
Drive at her on your face.
Drive at her on your face?
Drive at her on your face.
Hey, go ahead and comment down below what the fuck you think that guy just said, because I don't know. It seems like they're pretty deep into this love triangle because both of these men propose to her, and they're both really good at it, too.
We should get married.
Give me your hand.
I have feelings for Christy North.
Who's she gonna choose? Is it gonna be the guy covered in bruises who was repulsed by the way she decorated her home?
I had no idea that you lived like this.
No, it's the other guy who seems normal. Wow, the dog is not happy about this. Relax, boy, it's fine. Well, that seemed like a pretty standard Christmas movie ending. I'm sure they're not gonna just throw in something insane, right? What? That might be some of the worst Photoshop I've ever seen in a movie. So far. Another movie I really loved was Second Chance for Christmas. Not a single character in this one seems to act like a normal human being.
Mom? Dad?
Did you hear that? Sounds like there's a voice in our home. Should we turn around and look? Nah, who's got the time?
Cherry Bear!
But I especially loved going into it during this scene, which is very funny out of context.
I have an idea, and I need your guys' help. It's gonna sound a little crazy.
Cuts to them in like full body cast. Well, that didn't go as planned.
Excuse me, where's Mrs. Barnes' room?
Are you friend or family?
Hello, sorry, I'm very busy. I can't look up right now.
Oh, you just missed visiting hours. It's family only. Oh my gosh. You're Chance Love.
Yeah, in the flesh.
Yeah, I brought my flesh with me.
Look, is there any way that you could sneak me into my friend's room? I mean, it is Christmas.
Come on, there's no rules on Christmas.
I'm not supposed to. But I'm happy to make an exception this time.
Chance, what are you doing here?
Chance, you brought your flesh.
Brian, I asked, am I interrupting?
Oh, I don't know. Is she? Fuck, I hadn't thought about it. I don't think she's interrupting, but how do we know for sure?
All of your mom's bills are paid for.
Thank you.
Remember.
Oh, she sang a song. Is that Jerry? Why is Jerry from Parks and Rec smoking a cigar in this hospital?
It's the ketchups, it's the mayos, it's the relishes.
Oh, they were ghosts. Now I understand. Turns out even when you only watch 6 minutes of a movie, it can still be boring as hell. I had really high hopes for Cowboy Christmas, but that shit almost put me to sleep.
Hey.
Sorry you walked in on me kissing my horse. And now that my hat's off, we can talk about hats off to Christmas.
What's your biggest Christmas wish?
My first one is actually for my mom. I want her to get back together with her boyfriend.
Oh, that's not really something Santa can do.
I didn't realize your mother had a boyfriend, Scott.
Well, she never actually really called him that. But if you love someone, doesn't that just make them your boyfriend?
You know, I never thought about it like that, but he's right. Hey, Amanda, you're my boyfriend now.
Tell me, what's your Christmas wish?
Well, I'm not really sure if you can grant my second wish.
He's not gonna wish for what I think he is he? Wow, I guess science is no competition for the magic of Christmas. Oh my God, she just pulled Santa's beard off. All right, well, let's mix it up a little bit and talk about one of my favorite subgenres of Christmas movies, dog Christmas movies. In fact, right on YouTube.com, you've got The Dog Who Saved Christmas, The Dog Who Saved Christmas Vacation, and The Dog Who Saved the Holidays. Oh, they're including other holidays in this one? No, that's just another word for Christmas. So we enter this one on two bad guys who are trying to hunt some dogs, but then they get hit in the head by the guys they work for, even though it seems like they were doing their job. As you can see, their boss is very Italian.
This thing is a fugazi.
And since the tree topper they stole turned out to be a fake, the Italian guy decides to cut off their thumbs.
Guess we're gonna have to settle for their thumb. I get a pretty penny for them on the black market.
Who is buying thumbs on the black market? Man, I know what I'll be wishing for this Christmas. Don't worry, guys, I didn't actually lose my thumbs. Just a little bit of movie magic here.
Hold on.
Oh, he's saying goodbye.
No! Timber!
Oh my God, they're dead from that. The dogs are murderers.
Booyah!
Is that who I think it is?
That's Tony Rowe, the infamous loan shark.
He was hiding under this tree.
We fished them good. They're clean thanks to these dogs.
Oh, you know, 4 legs, tail. I've never seen a person with a tail. They're not, they're animals. All right, now you're just making shit up. Next one that caught my attention was Dog Napped, Hound for the Holidays. And I entered the movie during a scene where it seems like the main characters are trying to prove that they didn't kidnap the dog, who we know from the title, but no one believes them until they present their evidence.
If that's not enough, roll them.
Roll that flash drive, and then just hit any button in the middle of the remote and the video will start playing.
Thanks for the summer collection designs. I've always hated stealing your work, but your designs are just so much better than mine.
Good thing they've got this HD security footage of the criminals admitting how and why they committed the crime. Otherwise, they'd be screwed.
Everybody, put your hands up.
Whoa, what the fuck?
And don't even think about trying to stop me if you really care about what happens to this dog. Dog, get me! All right, that's it. Come on.
Wait, there was a cop there the whole time? There were 2 cops? What, were they just waiting for the dog to save the day?
I've always known that your sketches were the driving force behind the product line. How would you like to be the new face of the brand going forward?
The face of the brand?
Yes, she got the job at the company. I'm so proud of her.
It's been a crazy week and an even crazier night.
Yeah, someone brought a gun.
Looks like you have a new job and a new dog.
I guess I owe you a reward for helping me find him.
Sex?
$75 and a Christmas wish, I believe.
That's not sex.
And like you said, never underestimate
the value of a Christmas wish.
Yes, I did say that earlier in the movie, probably. Wow, what a passionate kiss. I like that they don't move, even a little bit. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the production value of these movies so far, because it's only going downhill from here. The next one, I think, is an original movie made by the YouTube channel Family Central, and it's called Doggone Christmas.
No offense, but this is the most fun I've had in years. How are you doing there, little fella?
He's such a cutie.
The basketball?
No, we just sit back and wait for them to make the next move.
I know what's going on in this movie. I don't think the dog talked in that last movie, but he definitely does in this one. I like that he kind of goes in and out of doing a Trump impression.
Trust me, guys. This is how it has to happen. It's for the best.
Okay, I trust you. Me too. We all do.
I'd trust you with my life. Yeah, we'd kill someone if you wanted us to. Now, you can obviously see where this is going. The kids are gonna get on their bicycles and try to outrun a helicopter. And somehow it worked.
Goodbye, Murphy.
Goodbye, kiddo. See ya. I hope this works.
Oh, what's going on?
They say don't try this at home.
The dog's gonna set off some dynamite. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Showtime!
That wasn't part of the plan.
Oh, what? That was the dog's idea? He set up that TNT all on his own?
Are you guys okay?
Yeah, we're fine. What about Murphy?
Well, that's not a great start to Christmas Eve.
Yeah, I'll say. What a nonchalant thing to say when their dog just died in front of them. Sorry about that, kids. But you know how Mondays can be.
Well, looks like that does it for the month.
Seems so.
Looks like there's nothing left for us to do but pack up and clear out of this one-horse town.
Looks like we've accomplished our mission. Can you talk normally for 5 minutes?
Who's ready for some hot chocolate?
Not really in the mood, Dad. Our dog just exploded.
I can't possibly drink all this hot chocolate by myself. I mean, I could try to drink it all by myself. Let's see.
Oh, you don't have to.
Yeah, that's a lot of hot chocolate.
No one forced you to do that.
Mr. Gernsback, after hearing of your recent departure from Galaxy, we'd like to know if you'd be at all interested in the position of lead developer here at Smart House Toys.
I got the job. I got the job. This is the best Christmas ever.
The best Christmas ever?
Couldn't possibly get any better. Murphy?
Murphy!
Yay! He didn't explode! We were so sure that he did! But it's not the end, because they wrote an original song. That guy's name is Johnny Roast Beef Santori, courtesy of Egg Records. This movie's not real, but alas, it is real. And it's not the only film in the Doggone saga. Let's see how Doggone Adventure ends. Oh, they really amped up the special effects in this one, huh? Awesome job, guys. It looks really good.
They're catching up! What do I do?
Oh boy, their backs are up against the wall now. How do you think they'll get out of this one? Remember to smash that like button to lock in your answer. All right, let's find out.
Malfunction.
It was D. It was D. And then they got rid of the other one by creating an intersection that she had to stop at. I'll say it, that's actually really fun. I really like how this production company went from a pretty simple dog Christmas movie to one that is entirely reliant on special effects. Like, yeah, it looks like shit, but this is probably done by one guy and it took him forever.
I'm gonna miss you, Murph.
Bye, guys.
Goodbye, Murphy.
Man, that ending left me with a lot of questions that probably would have been answered if I had watched the rest of the movie, but I already decided that that's not what this video is. Anyway, once I started watching these Family Central movies, I couldn't stop. The production value here is just unmatched. The next one was Christmas Staycation.
Matt, can you make a fire, please?
Is that guy dead?
Matt,
What? All right, Me too.
Definitely seems like he could have just walked around them. It was kind of rude.
I'm stuck in the chimney.
Oh, there's a guy up there?
Mr. Madison, what are you doing up there? Get me the hell out of here, and then we can play 20 questions.
You feeling better, Grandpa?
What, me? Sure. Takes a lot more than that to knock your old grandpa off his game.
Oh, I get stuck in chimneys all the time.
I still love you, Grandpa.
I would hope so.
What was that?
What?
That noise from the basement, that whining, barking sound.
A puppy! I got a puppy! I don't believe this!
Yeah, your grandpa left you a puppy down in the basement 2 weeks ago, actually. Probably should have left him some food.
You can't just buy her a dog without our permission.
Unbelievable.
You had a dog when you were a kid? Every kid should have a dog.
So we're gonna pick that tree up. This next one's called Christmas Coupon, and I like that in what seems to be one of the most important scenes of the movie. It sounds like the entire audio was recorded after the fact.
Oh, hey, Pastor Chris. What are you doing here?
Hello, Doctor. How is your day going?
I'm so sorry. Leaving you was the biggest mistake I ever made. Should have never happened.
I didn't edit this, all right? This is exactly how the movie looks and sounds. Well, I think that's enough Christmas for 1 year. After all, it is December 27th. I guess what I'm most disappointed by is that none of these movies touched on the true meaning of Christmas. Getting people to buy products. Let's cut to a commercial.
Hi. You ever do that thing where it's lunchtime, so you go to make yourself a sandwich, but when you open the fridge, you remember that you never bought any sandwich ingredients, so the only sandwich you can make is just 3 slices of bread? Yeah, me too. Which is why I can't stop using today's sponsor, Factor. Factor takes the best part of meal prepping, which is having meals already prepped, and skips all the other steps where you have to actually source and cook the food. Every time they send me one of these boxes, Amanda and I get so excited that we accidentally eat all 6 meals in like 2 days. But I'm just so happy that I don't have to cook. And it's not because I don't know how to cook, because I do. It just sucks that you have to do it like every day forever. What I also love about Factor is the variety of it, unlike typical meal prep where you end up having to eat the same thing 4 days in a row. So I can have a taco salad one day, pork chops the next day, and then pasta later that same day. You can easily choose your meals from the app and even skip delivery weeks if you need to. You can also prioritize meals that are low calorie or high in protein so they fit into whatever your preferences are. They're never frozen and they go from being in your fridge to in your mouth in less than 2 minutes of standard microwave time. Man, I have got to try this stuff. We're the same guy. So if you want to get in on that sweet food action, click the link in the description and use my promo code DREW50 for 50% off your first Factor box. Again, that's 50% off your first box when you use my promo code DREW50. Thank you so much, Factor, for sponsoring today's video and for mailing food to my house.
Wow, what a product, huh? Thank you so much for watching today's video and hanging out with me on Christmas. Now, some people might say that I uploaded this video too late for Christmas because it already happened. But what they don't realize is I'm actually just really early for next year's Christmas. So I'm actually a really good YouTuber. All right, everyone, have a great day. Hey guys, welcome back to the present. Unless, of course, you're watching this in the future, in which case, welcome to the past. So Christmas is in 329 days. What better time to make a video about it? I'm sorry, I racked my brain trying to come up with a different topic for this. I saw a lot of you guys asking me to make a video about the Hype House show on Netflix, so I turned it on and then blacked out after about 4 seconds and woke up in my bathtub covered in sweat. I thought about doing one about Elmo's beef with that rock, but that would have been like a minute long. I thought about coming on here and admitting that I don't care what clothes the green M&M is wearing, I still want to have sex with it. But then I thought about it some more and I realized that a lot of people had to reschedule Christmas activities this year because there was this mysterious virus going around. I don't know if you've heard of it. So if you're anything like me, you had to do all that stuff in the middle of January, sort of a Christmas 2.0, if you will. So think of that as what this video is, a second chance at Christmas, which I would like to copyright because that's a great title for a Hallmark movie. Never mind, I just Googled it. Apparently there's like 4 of those. Anyway, the movies I'm going to be talking about today are called No Sleep Till Christmas and Holly's Holiday. The two things these films have in common is that the plots are ridiculous, and they're also not really Christmas movies in spite of how they're marketed. They just take place in December. But I digress. Let's start with No Sleep Till Christmas. This movie made me so angry that by the end, Amanda and I were practically screaming at our television. Without spoiling too much, because I want you to discover the madness as I did, one of the main characters gets completely fucked over despite doing nothing wrong, and then the movie ends. And then to make it even worse, the reviews are mostly positive. People love it. This person watched it 3 times. This person liked it, but then watched it again and didn't like it, which is kind of a weird way to judge a movie, but go off, sis. Another thing real quick, when we first started watching this, I saw in the opening credits that 2 people had the same last name, so I assumed, oh, that must be her brother. And I continued to think that they were siblings until a little too far into the movie. They're married, so probably not brother and sister. Hey, speaking of getting married, this movie is about Lizzie, whose wedding is coming up in about 6 weeks, which means it's time to start planning. Look, I'm no wedding expert. I've only been married once, but that is too late to start planning. Oh shit, babe, our wedding's tomorrow. Should we start inviting people? And even though Lizzie is an expert event planner,
we're supposed to be one of Chicago's leading event planning companies.
I know. She has no ideas for the wedding, and she is so stressed out about it, she can't sleep. She's tried everything, reading books, throwing books on the ground, counting sheep.
1,000 sheep.
But even after this hilarious insomnia montage, nothing's working. It's important to point out, her fiance Josh is extremely loving and supportive. He stays up with her, he takes her to a sleep clinic, he sends her flowers at work. Really, he's an all-around great guy who's got his shit together and loves Lizzie, which is why it's confusing when the movie seemingly introduces another love interest. Unlike Josh, Billy is a lazy, unambitious alcoholic who is currently burning a turkey, stepping on a pie, and getting dumped.
I don't think this is working.
Oh, this guy sucks. Sure wouldn't make any sense if the main character ended up choosing him over Josh. I wonder if she will. Side note, have you ever noticed how often in movies someone burns a turkey on Thanksgiving? No offense to anyone who's done that before, but to me, this seems practically impossible unless you accidentally set the oven to like 900 degrees. It takes so long to cook one that usually by the time it's halfway done, I'm finished with all the other sides. Everyone is starving and now pretty much only waiting on the turkey, so we're essentially huddled around the oven hoping if we stare at it hard enough, the top will turn brown. How do people burn turkeys? I don't get it. Anyway, we learn that this guy can't sleep either, so I guess that similarity will eventually become the cornerstone of their relationship.
Yeah, man, you just need to learn how to sleep.
If I don't get any sleep, it's gonna ruin everything.
Not even Super Mega Baseball can knock this guy out. So he goes for a run while she goes for a drive, which is an unbelievably dangerous thing to do while sleep deprived, especially when the goal is to fall asleep. I mean, that seemed inevitable. Hey, wait a minute. That's not Billy. Unfortunately, they both survived the accident, so she had to take him to the hospital where they bicker in the parking lot before falling asleep.
Did I just sleep?
I can't believe I actually slept. This is life-changing. Now she has ideas for the wedding, and he's able to dodge this glass. What the? But sure enough, nighttime rolls around and they can't fall asleep. They need each other. How romantic? Isn't the right word. Bizarre. I was gonna say bizarre. So she meets back up with him, and this is where the movie starts abusing the hell out of the slept together joke.
In the car, the night we
slept together?
But not like that. So he becomes something of a sleep prostitute for her, in that she pays him money to, you know.
Will you please try to sleep with me again?
But not like that.
And even if it works now, what happens after you're married? Are you just gonna keep sleeping with this other guy?
No, sir, it's not like that. So every night she sneaks out, meets up with the guy she hit with her car, so they can sleep in the same hotel bed together. That's right. In addition to paying him money, she's also spending hundreds of dollars a night on a hotel room. In typical rom-com fashion, you see them act progressively flirtier with each other, only in this movie, it's weird as fuck because she's literally engaged, and we're supposed to be rooting for this? How about figure something else out?
Are you sure this isn't getting out of hand?
What are you talking about? We're just sleeping together. Oh my god.
No, it's not like that. Then there's the boner scene. And this one.
Can you sit on Uncle Billy's lap?
Please don't do that. Please don't sit on his lap for several minutes. You might be wondering where her fiance is in all of this. At least she told him about it, right? No, it's a secret. He's just working at the hospital, saving up money for their wedding. Sometimes he works overnight, which is great for Lizzie because she doesn't have to come up with a lie. And you can see how this movie doesn't really work as a typical rom-com because as they continue to go through the motions, I'm just wincing the whole time. I'm waiting for, at the very least, Josh to fuck up in some major way that warrants this monumental backstabbing. But as far as I can tell, the only flaw he has is that his mom is kind of overbearing. So I don't know, talk about it. Also, a lot of it is her fault. She overslept one day and ended up in jail. She's distracted because she's thinking about Billy.
Oh, yeah.
This woman is a villain. Why is she the main character? Another example, while her trusting fiance sits at home working on their wedding playlist, she goes out to her bachelorette party and decides, hey, we're all drunk. Let's go to Billy's bar.
Oh.
Are they gonna do a romantic karaoke duet now? Yes.
Bells were ringing out.
Of course they are.
I built my dreams around you.
They're falling in love. Just fucking tell Josh already so you can quit wasting his time. Oh, you're jealous that Billy's back with his ex now? You don't get to be. As the saying goes, you can't have your cake and cheat on your fiance.
So, who's responsible for this new Billy then? Did you meet someone, or?
He's sleeping with someone, but he's not seeing her.
Okay. Well, it sounds really bad when you put it like that.
I feel much better about sleeping with you now that you're seeing somebody else.
But not like that. As you can imagine, when Josh finally finds out, he is pissed.
Billy makes me sleep.
What? But he's so willing to understand what's going on that he offers to bring them to a sleep clinic to prove that they can fall asleep next to each other and they're not actually just making sweet, sweet hotel love every night.
Lazy slob. I know. I'm sorry for all of this.
Yeah, definitely apologize to him, not the guy you're marrying in 4 days.
Turn the lights down low. I can feel you breathe slow.
I think that should prove that you're not fucking. Just sing flirtily to each other while he watches from the other room.
Well, they're asleep.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, I guess it is a Christmas movie. He even got her a Christmas gift. A pillow with a photo of them. Josh is gonna love having that right on the bed. Oh boy. Everyone's in town for the wedding. That's a whole lot of people whose time would have been severely wasted were things to take an unexpected turn.
Honor and protect him as long as you both shall live.
Lizzie. Okay, now she can fall asleep in front of her fiance. As long as it's at her wedding while standing up.
What do you mean you haven't been sleeping well? I thought you've been sleeping fine.
Josh, please, not now.
Not now, Josh. We wouldn't want you to make a scene, Josh.
I guess the honest answer is no.
I hate you so much.
I really wish I'd left you in jail.
That's more like it. So she goes out and steals the just married car and uses it to try to find Billy, who's now aimlessly jogging through Chicago.
Ow!
Oh, a happy ending. No.
I'm so horrible.
You know, maybe if he cheated on her or lied to her over and over again, or, did the things that she did to him, then maybe we wouldn't be so resentful towards the two main characters. I don't know. Just a thought. Doesn't matter. I'm clearly taking this too seriously. As a wise woman once said, it only a movie.
He said it. He said the thing.
I remember that from the last video. Up next is another Mar Vista classic, Holly's Holiday. Believe it or not, the most uncomfortable part of this movie is not even that it's about mannequins coming to life and getting humans to fall in love with them, but rather this weird incel behavior that's both encouraged and rewarded by one of the male leads. But I'm getting ahead of myself. This is the first line of the movie, and I think it sets the tone for everything we're about to see.
There's only a few more weeks till
till Christmas and there's still no snow. Sad.
Sad. Always have your characters say the emotion they're feeling. That's effective dialogue. Much like in the last movie, a large portion of the plot is based around the main characters having to do something that should have been taken care of months ago. Holly's a graphic designer, and she and her team have to work up until Christmas Eve to finish an ad campaign that's supposed to go live on Christmas. I will not stand for this plot device. First of all, that design would have been done in like September. Second of all, why is the ad campaign starting on Christmas? Is that when everyone does their holiday shopping? The day they're supposed to already have the gift? Shut up, Hollywood. You don't know shit about the real world.
I guess I shouldn't complain. I mean, I kind of have the perfect life. The only thing I don't have is Tim.
Everyone in this movie is so horny for mannequins. Have you ever looked at a mannequin and thought, oh, if only I could date you? The things I would do to that hunk of plastic.
Come to OO with me tonight, and you'll see a whole room full of walking, talking mannequins. Great. If you're looking to meet him, tonight's your chance.
Don't worry, you'll meet guys like this tonight at Club Oov.
Oov? What's Oov?
New York's hottest club is
So Holly and her coworker Milo are working on this ad campaign, and he's really pushing for something different from the norm.
Showing love in all the traditional
Unexpected
way.
places. All right. The love that I know, it's flawed.
Instead of two people kissing in front of a Christmas tree, what if they were screaming at each other at a macaroni grill? That's real love, Holly. That's what sells diamonds. And like, I'm all for out-of-the-box thinking, but no. Just take a picture of a ring and go home.
We're selling them these unattainable, unrealistic lies.
Yeah. That's what a marketing department does. Really, this dialogue is just here to plant the seeds that while you're out there chasing perfection, there's a perfectly good guy standing right here.
And I think that if you look hard enough, that you can find the sweetness and the beauty.
Sure, maybe my body has a few too many orifices for your liking, but that's not always a bad thing.
Hey. You look really great.
Thanks.
Later, when he surprises her at the club, this is how he announces his presence.
What?
And the rest of the time when they interact, it's so awkward.
Say ooh.
Weirdly pivotal scene in the movie, by the way. You'll see why later. Then this happens when they walk home.
Oh.
Yeah.
I should go.
Yeah, okay.
Excuse me. Like, do I go around?
I should.
I wish I could do that to you. What? Nothing. The next day, she trips over some carolers, falls on her face, and wakes up to a real-life Prince Charming. And just like the season 4 runner-up of American Idol, his name is Beau.
I'm Beau.
And he's the perfect guy. Handsome, charitable, causes scenes in restaurants, tall. He even has an awesome apartment.
If you're gay, you can just tell me. It's fine. We can be friends.
I'm not gay. And I'd rather not just be friends.
Could not have said that in a creepier way.
Would you look at that? Our lips fit perfectly together.
Seems like you're missing a lot of red flags here, Holly. Maybe the guy who only wears V-necks isn't as bad as I thought. Like, come on, is he trying to look like Shaggy? So Milo is clearly being set up as the guy who's really the one for her. He may not have perfect face, but they're still meant for each other. She just, you know, hasn't figured it out yet.
You know what? Don't worry about it. You probably wouldn't have liked the art show that much anyway.
Actually, I'm not sure if you know what I like.
I think I know what you like.
Yeah, I think I know you better than you know you, Holly. We've been working together for a couple months now, and you've only been you your entire life.
She just seems pretty wrapped up in a guy that she just met. She's not texting me back in a timely fashion. Well, maybe I'm just a little too complicated for you.
Is he right about Beau having some underlying baggage? Yeah. But that's just because he's a mannequin come to life. Lucky guess, Milo.
You're blind to the fact that something better, dare I say, perfect. You know, it could be standing right in front of you.
Seems like any woman who doesn't want to date this guy is really missing out.
What?
Can I have a bagel?
Anyway, Beau's cracks start to show, and not the one crack I'd actually like to see. He's a little too neat, and he keeps giving toasts for some reason, and he brought his parents to her house without telling her, and he dresses like Jake from State Farm. He even actively sabotages her career by canceling a photo shoot last minute. Really, he doesn't have any redeeming qualities other than being conventionally attractive. It's kind of weird that she even puts up with his strange bullshit for so long, but I guess that's the point, that we overrate hotness as a society where we live.
Hands. They're freezing. Let me warm them up.
Now, you may remember earlier when I said that mannequins come to life, I did mean to use the plural version of that word because there's another one. Yep, Beau's ex-girlfriend gets into the mix and she's crazy. She knocked over a Christmas tree on top of that poor woman. This is a disaster. At least Holly still has Milo to psychoanalyze her.
The real you is so much more interesting than you think. You're just so wrapped up in what everybody else thinks you don't notice.
He gets to come out of this situation as the hero in kind of a hilarious way.
Think you can make something work?
I always do, don't I?
He's like, don't worry. I know the two mannequins screwed up the shoot, but I'll pull something together. I'll fix it. And then Holly and Dina are blown away by what he's able to accomplish.
He sent over mock-ups from the shoot. Oh, check that out.
Oh, that Milo is a miracle worker.
Wow. He photoshopped the name of the diamond company on top of the picture? That must have taken him not that long, probably. Which we know it didn't because only like 20 minutes has passed.
I'm amazing, actually.
So Holly goes ahead and breaks things off with the human sex doll.
Do you know how many times I've stubbed my toe on my couch since you moved it?
Now Milo has a chance.
Go kiss her, Milo. Come on.
I like to kiss. Again? I kissed you in your sleep.
Where am I?
In the hospital. You fell on your way to work a couple days ago and you whacked your head on the sidewalk.
A couple days ago?
Wait, what? So none of that actually happened?
Yeah.
I would just like to point out that she goes into a coma here, 20 minutes into the movie. Then a bunch of dream bullshit happens and she wakes up 56 minutes later. That's basically the whole movie. Side note, is it like a rule that if you get knocked unconscious, you have to get knocked unconscious again in whatever dream you're having in order to be sent back? It's a good thing she's so clumsy, otherwise she might have been stuck in there forever.
You are more than welcome to stay again tonight, Mr. Maddox.
Mr. Maddox?
Yes, dear?
You stayed with me?
Yes, of course I did, sweetheart.
All right.
I told them that we were married so they would let me stay.
Oh, while she was sleeping, he got to roleplay as her husband. Is that not weird?
Yeah.
All right, but you ready for this, guys? You ready for the big reveal? They have worked the entire movie towards coming up with the photo for this ad campaign. And finally, after deleting what they did while she was asleep, Holly finds the perfect one.
What?
What picture is this?
Oh, that's our hands. It's us.
The accidental photo from earlier that he made his desktop background. So let me get this straight. They're just co-workers. They've known each other for a couple months. They're not boyfriend and girlfriend. They don't date. He accidentally took a photo of them touching hands. She found out that he made that his desktop background, and she's not like, that's kind of creepy. Instead, she just makes out with his forehead. Whatever. That's not even the best part. Look what she does to it. Look at the fucking ring. It looks so bad. And then the movie just kind of ends. There are 0 more words spoken. I don't know what they'd even be saying here. And that's Brandy, and that's Beau. They're my friends from my dream. Beau came to life and fell in love with me, but I broke up with him to be with you. I guess they're back together now. Hey, where are you going? The end. I'd like to point out that the only reason we watched this movie was because we had watched the trailer. But if you've seen the trailer, then you've seen the movie, because they basically spoil everything that happens. Even the stupid ring. So that's what I've been up to. Just watching Christmas movies. Oh my God, tomorrow is February. Hey, let's hear a word from today's sponsor. Bad news, guy. I relapsed. I'm playing RuneScape again. If you've ever played RuneScape before, you know that a lot of the time you don't really have to pay attention. So I like throwing something on my second monitor that I can also devote half my attention to, like a show I've already seen. If only The Office was still on Netflix. Or is it? Just by turning on ExpressVPN and switching my virtual location to Canada, I can trick the internet into thinking that that's where I am. And now I'm watching the show like it's 2015 again, and life is good. But it's also great for protecting the information that you're constantly transmitting online. When you're connected to ExpressVPN, every single piece of data that goes in and out of your devices goes through a secure encrypted tunnel. So no one can see it. Not the government, not your internet service provider, not even me. And I'm extremely nosy. ExpressVPN also masks your IP address, which can prevent a DDoS attack in an online game. I want to lose fair and square, not because some bozo figured out my IP address and launched an attack to slow down my internet so bad that I got disconnected. And on that note, while other VPNs I've used have completely destroyed my internet connection, I've never had that problem with ExpressVPN. Find out how you can get 3 months free of ExpressVPN by clicking the link in the description. That's expressvpn.com/Drew. Now back to whoever that other guy is. Thank you so much to ExpressVPN for watching today's video, and thank you for sponsoring it. I am very appreciative of the fact that you sat through an entire video about such a non-topical topic. The only thing I can guarantee on this channel is that whatever you think I'm gonna make a video about, I probably won't. I guess that makes me different? I guess that makes me not like the other guys. You know, sometimes girls don't realize that the perfect guy's right in front of them the whole time. Be sure to tune in next week for a video where I do the reverse of Holly's holiday, which is to say that I will get broken up with and then turn into a mannequin. So, bye. Hey guy, welcome back to the North Pole. My name's Santa, and this is Christmas. Hopefully it's pretty well documented by now that my favorite thing about Christmas is Christmas movies, and it's around this time every year that I get really excited to watch them on TV. The problem is I haven't had cable in like 7 years. This year though, that all changed, because a few months ago when we moved here and we had to get new internet, they were like, hey, we'll throw in DirecTV for another few bucks a month, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Daddy's getting cable. Then I remember that cable sucks. The shows are all the same, there's too many goddamn channels, and everything is a commercial. Luckily though, it's bearable for the next few weeks because we got the Hallmark Channel, sappy Christmas movies 24/7. We also got other channels that sometimes play Christmas movies. Originally I was gonna make this whole video about Hallmark Christmas movies because I find them so hilarious and formulaic. A working businesswoman living in the big city has to visit her hometown for business reasons, but then falls in love and stays forever. That's all of them. Even the titles are identical. Here is their big holiday lineup. Christmas at Pemberley Manor, Christmas Joy, Road to Christmas, It's Christmas Eve, Christmas in Love, Christmas at Graceland, Christmas Reunited at Christmas at the Palace, A Shoe Addict, Homegrown, Welcome to Entertaining Christmas Made to Order, When Calls the Heart Christmas, When Calls the Heart Christmas. Yeah, I don't know how to say that one. And after binging a ton of these for several days straight, I realized that everything I wanted to say about Hallmark movies could be summed up in this one clip. Here is the ending scene to Reunited at Christmas, and this should give you an idea of how empty and repetitive these movies are.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, my loves.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
But hold on, Drew, you're saying this video isn't about Hallmark movies, then why are you even talking about them? Well, mostly because I spent like 13 hours watching them and I didn't want that to be for nothing. But also because I think Hallmark movies are like the benchmark for a passable Christmas movie. If you find a Christmas movie and it's better than a Hallmark movie, it's pretty okay. If you find one that's worse than a Hallmark movie, you have something beautiful on your hands. And that is exactly what I feel Amanda and I stumbled onto on accident. It's a movie called Christmas Mail. It was on Ion Television, which is a channel, I guess. Now, the bad news is we only flipped there halfway through, so we missed the beginning. But the good news is the DVD only cost me $3. I bought this movie last week, and we've watched it, no lie, 10 times. This movie is the best, worst thing I've ever seen. It's terrible, but it's amazing. It's bizarre, but it's beautiful. Anyway, I've talked enough. I'm so excited to show you guys this movie. This video is going to be very long because I pretty much have something to say about every aspect of this movie. Real quick though, before we start, it's very obvious that this is like a crappy made-for-TV movie. And maybe it's like low-hanging fruit for me to make fun of that. But according to IMDb, and this is probably wrong, but according to IMDb, this movie had a budget of $2.5 million. I'm pretty sure that was a typo and they meant to say $2.5. But let's assume that that's correct. I don't know where that money went. Anyway, Guy, let's watch this movie.
5 minutes, okay?
Okay.
All right, bye.
There's a lot to unpack here. First off, he calls her in because he says it's time for dinner. But he hasn't even started boiling water yet. Then she calls it Miss Sketty because she misses it. And then when she walks away, he says, all right, bye. Like he's hanging up a phone.
All right, bye.
You don't say bye to someone who's gonna be right back.
Nephew, dinner! Miskin! Chicken? No, stupid Miskin. Cause you haven't made it in a while. And I miss it. We had this last night. Can I put my hand on this? No, get the fuck out of here. All right, bye.
And then in the next scene, Sally brings over a bottle of wine, which they drink out of mugs. She also says hi to the dog.
Hey, doggy. Hey, doggy.
And at this point, we still don't really know who Christy is. We just know that she's like, I guess she's like an elf.
Well, did you grow up around here?
No, not exactly.
Whoa, Santa baby.
So then Sally he has to decline.
It sounds like a dream come true, but I'm gonna have to pass.
So now we're starting to see the motivation behind Matt. He is a mailman, but he doesn't really want to be, deep down, he wants to be a rock star.
Rock and roll moves.
But he's got to have a real job because he's taking care of his dead sister's daughter, who, by the way, wrote back to Christy basically saying, are you sure? And then Christy says, well, sometimes family's closer than you think, so take a look around. And the girl interprets that as, I'm gonna...
Coffee. Ugh, yuck. Ugh.
And then Matt goes to the boss's office to get scolded at because he's not getting enough information about her.
You have to get me something I can use against this girl.
She hates coffee.
No!
But I'm so confused, like the boss's motivation.
She sends them replies, then they think they have to send another letter back.
He's mad.
She is a threat.
Because her answering the letters leads to more letters coming in. Doesn't that mean the post office is getting more business? Wouldn't he want that if he's the boss? But he's like mad. He wants to get rid of her because they have too much business. I don't understand this at all.
I don't have feelings for Christy North.
You know what's great about that scene? That tape recording of him saying, I don't have feelings for Christy North, never comes up again in the movie. Also, you were supposed to give him the tape recorder so he could record the conversation, and then you didn't give it to him. Nothing in this movie makes sense. Oh.
$17.08.
Oh. So when he said picnic, he just meant, you want to eat Chinese food on the floor? That's my favorite kind of picnic.
Dao Jay.
Oh, and she speaks Chinese. What an unnecessary thing to add. You know, considering his total lack of acting prowess, one thing AJ Buckley does very well is the polite laugh.
I love kids. And animals. And candy.
Candy.
Gosh, they have so much chemistry.
How sad is that?
But then his niece, what a great idea. Let's take all of this Chinese food that we just ordered and had 3 bites of, and then wait an hour and eat it outside. I'm sure it will taste much better then. So now for the first time in the movie, she looks down at her outfit and realizes it looks awful. But luckily, Sally is here to save the day.
Oh, girlfriend.
Raise your hand if you've seen this exact makeover scene in any movie before. Gotta wear, because we're in this brutal Southern California winter. I know it gets cold there sometimes, but come on, a scarf, gloves. Today is December 10th, which is about the day that this is supposed to be in the movie. It is 68 degrees in Los Angeles. I don't think you need gloves. Anyway, then She-Hulk Bird.
Can't believe you fed the bird. High five.
I can't believe you fed the bird. Oh, but married and has kid. And to think that whole makeover was for nothing. That's weird. I don't have any messages on my answering machine. When was this movie made? 2010. They still have answering machines in 2010? Nah, we'll let it slide. Okay, now the laughs are starting to pile up. I can't keep up. First, she says this, as I've ever seen.
Yeah, so speed it up, yeah.
Protagonist has all kinds of choices as far as female companionship, but chooses the ditzy one. Yikes. I would have rejected her right away and yielded to the charms of one of the numerous older predatory women who clearly wanted him and figured he would be easily trained. 5 out of 10. Well, guy, I guess that's pretty much it. That's the weirdest Christmas movie I've ever seen. I think it's really funny that Danny and I both made videos about bad Christmas movies at the same time. One thing I really liked about his was he made an original song and ended his video with that, and it was great. And I wasn't going to do that originally, but since he did, and I don't want to get one-upped, I feel like I have to. So here I go. 3, 4. Mumbling words and you cannot hear them. Christmas is here and presents are good. Turn down the music so you can hear me. Wait a second though. If she is Santa Claus's daughter, then that would mean that Mr. and Mrs. Claus